Hey guys, for those who know me on DeviantArt and Fur Affinity, Leo the Chimera, and HyperDark06 here. So, as you guys all know, I haven't done one of these in a long time, but as far as I've been very excited about, like these past couple days, I've been so busy with work, particularly at Meyer and quite possibly other ideas that I might be having in the near future. However, with the recent news I have heard, okay, I'm already excited for Senran Kagura anime's release, as well as well as the possibility of the second game coming down here to the States. Hooray! Which I really do hope fucking happens. Now, the real reason I'm making this video is with the recent announcement of Sailor Moon and its remake, the Dragon Ball Z Kai version of Sailor Moon. The only I got four main wishes for the remake. Well, for both the remake and the original redub. Number one, that they hire back some of the original cast. It's the original cast for Sailor Moon. Like they would have to hire back the original people. Number two, they pretty much bring back all of they keep the English names because for those who did not live in Japan at the time, and for the simple fact that we didn't have the internet as blistering as it is today, um, the only thing I feel personally is that people didn't start complaining until after shit like YouTube was made, which pretty much makes absolute perfect sense. I mean, people say like, "Oh, I've been around the original series since I was a lad." Unless like if you're an American and your ass has been living in Japan for the past 5, 6 years, like when Sailor Moon was running and all of that stuff, then I will give you perfect grounds for that. But if your ass has been here down here in the States watching Sailor Moon during the 90s with everybody else, your ass has watched it dub versus subbed. Now, anyway, well, I should say dubs in Japanese versus versus it being dubbed down here in America. Number two, the fact that okay, granted, I've seen the English dub of Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon. I watched one of the movies, and again, it is as bad. It is bad as people say, but it's only laughably bad. Not to mention, I will give them a pass on that shit for the simple fact that number one, we didn't have the great voice actors that we do now. We didn't. We might have had some around the Dragon Ball era, but that's Dragon Ball, and everybody knows that that was badass as a kid. If they were around, or if they watched Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or whatever the fuck was out at that time. But again, Sailor Moon gets a pass for the English dub. Why? Because it was 95, 96. Anime was still booming. Not to mention, everybody was kind of getting into the swing of the series. It was being its own thing. It wasn't dived out and treated like, oh my gosh, Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon is like the best thing ever because it didn't. Sailor Moon didn't really kick off until I would imagine like now, or if it did, it only went through the mainstream channels because one, it was at that point in time treated as another superhero Barbie doll, which again is not something that should ever be taken lightly. Now, the other thing is that we didn't have great voice actors back then. We didn't. If we did, all of their asses worked for Disney at the time. They either worked for Disney or did odd voicing jobs between. Because like I said, we did not have the great voice actors that we do now. We never did. However, the original anime dub of Sailor Moon in English gets a pass from me because it's where I mostly grew up. or at least where my cousin introduced me to the shit. Now, as far as my other wishes, one, they keep the English names. They have to. I don't care if I have to call her Uzunagi, because honestly, I think I prefer calling her Serena. I think I prefer calling her Serena overall, though. Hello? Uh huh. Mhm. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Don't you just love it when plans go smooth? Oh well. But another one of my plans is, I mean, ideas is that they bring out Sailor Moon, is that they actually use the original names from the English dub, and they put in the original music. But that's it. I'll have to finish this video some other time, so see ya.